Alrighty. Take a seat. Gentlemen, take a seat. Gentlemen, take a seat, thanks. Alright, I want to show you guys the extra extension because some of you guys tried it and were confused, and I want to show you how to do it. So, here it is on our spotlight. So, the extension was to build a circuit with 2 light bulbs in parallel, and each light bulb should be controlled by its own switch, and the third switch should control both of them. So I just want to show you guys how you would build that. So we already have something started here from our previous one on FET. I'm just going to move this voltmeter out of the way. In fact, we don't need it. All right. Right now, I have... Oh, wait. Those are my 2 light bulbs. Awesome. So, let me just make it a little bigger so you guys can see it. Can I get rid of you? How do I get rid of you? Just move it in the corner. All right. Cool. So, do we agree I have a parallel circuit with 2 light bulbs? Yes. All right, now what I want to do is add some switches. So, I want to add a switch so that way I can control each light bulb. So, that's these guys over here, my switch. Whoa, there you go. Alright, so most of you guys got to this point. Oi, Josh, take a seat, thanks. Hassan, off the phone. Alright, so we see we have a parallel circuit, and I have added some switches. So you see how this switch only turns off that first light bulb? Yes. This switch over here only turns off my second light bulb. Yes. Now, I want to switch, so those are my 2 switches, each controlling each light bulb. I want a switch that controls both light bulbs. So what I'm doing is I'm going to a shared pathway, and I'm going to be adding my switch in the shared pathway. Like that. So, boom. So, you see how this switch here controls both of my light bulbs. And that's because both of these light bulbs are dependent on this pathway. This pathway here, this light bulb is dependent on. That one is not. So it still works. This pathway over here, this switch only is affecting this pathway, so it's only going to affect that one light bulb. That light bulb's fine. All right? Yes. So, thinking back to that SciPad worksheet when it says if one of the light bulbs fail, would the other fail when it comes to parallel circuit? Let's say this light bulb fails, but the other one still works. So, thinking about that and applying it to our household, let's ask this question. Do we think our household is wired in series or in parallel? So let's vote. Series on your head, parallel on your hips. How do we think we're going to wire our houses? Which way? Series, parallel. Make a choice. Come on. Heads or tails? Series, parallel.
Come with me for series.
It would be wired in parallel, our houses. That's tails. All right. Why do you think parallel is the better choice?
Because it's connected.
Why is parallel the better choice?
Because of one turns off the other one.
Bingo, Eric. So, if one thing bursts or breaks in my circuit, the other things still work. So that's why you want to wire a house in parallel. If we wire our houses in series, one thing breaks, everything in the house is out. The other thing is, when you add things in series, you remember how the voltage decreases? And so you get less power. So that wouldn't be useful if every time you turn on a light, all the other lights went dimmer. Yeah? When it comes to Christmas lights, you know how some Christmas lights are really, really cheap and some are more expensive? I don't know if you guys ever shop for Christmas lights. Did you ever notice with Christmas lights, some Christmas lights, if you lose one of the bulbs or one of the bulbs breaks, the whole thing stops working? Some cases. So if you have Christmas lights that are made and one bulb breaks, all of them break, that's a series Christmas lights. If you have a parallel Christmas lights, if one bulb breaks, the rest of them still work. Why do you think some people make things in series when they sell it? Yeah. Huh? So you can buy more? Why can you buy more?
You have to buy and use their product.
You have to buy and use their product? Do you think as a manufacturer they go, oh, I'm going to build it in series because it'll be cheaper? Because in series you use less wires. Remember when you guys were building things in parallel, you needed so many extra wires because you needed to connect them up all together. Whereas with a series, you only had one pathway, so you needed less wire. So that's why there's a price point difference between a parallel and a series Christmas lights. You're better off buying parallel Christmas lights, so that way if one bulb breaks, they all still work. All right, cool. That's us for today.